Congressman, what do you say to African Americans who support President Trump and this administration? What do you say to somebody like Senator Tim Scott, is working on legislation on police reform? But here's what he said.
It's this administration that has made permanent the funding for historically black colleges and universities for the first time in America's history. It's this administration that has reversed the damages done by the 1994 crime bill with the First Step Act. It was President Trump that signed that legislation into law. It was President Trump and this administration that decided to work with me on opportunity zones to bring $75 billion from the private sector into the poorest communities in this nation, closing the wealth gap.
What do you say to him?
None of that's true. The fact of the matter is,
none of that's true?
None of that is true. I went to an HBCU. I'm a graduate of South Carolina State University. I have been fighting for HBCUs all of my life. This is not the most money that's ever gone to HBCUs. That is just absolutely.
So what about the First Step Act or opportunity zones?
Well, the president signed that bill. But Cedric Richmond wrote much more of that bill than the president ever read. So I know how that bill got done. Hakeem Jeffries wrote that bill. These guys have been working on stuff in that bill for I don't know how many years. How long have we been trying to get these things done? So they get wrapped into the bill. His son-in-law came up and worked with people to get the bill done, and the president signed it. But don't tell me
Congressman, he did it. I mean, the administration did it. It wasn't the Obama administration that did it. It was the Trump administration with Congress.
If you want to. I didn't come here to argue with you, but you can argue it if you want to. It's just not true. And that's not the only thing that this president says that's just not true.
Okay, I understand, but you're not giving the Trump administration any credit for the things that Senator Tim Scott has said it should get credit for.
Absolutely not. I'm not, because he doesn't deserve it. I'll give anybody credit who deserves it.
Wow. Unreal.